Happy Friday. Endomorphs who want to be cut, lean, defined, have a chiseled appearance, a chiseled physique. Let's talk quickly about what it means to stay focused. Usually, if you're heavy and you're an endomorph and you're an adult, you have been living by guidelines and principles and in a culture of eating that goes 100% against your body makeup, your genetics. You have been consuming foods that were really never meant for your body to consume at large quantities, or at even modest quantities. You know, the reaction of an endomorph's body to starchy carbs, sugars, complex carbs is one of just, enormous, negativity and ultimately decay. It could lead to, obesity. It could lead to diabetes, insulin deficiencies, all these different, unhealthy things that could happen because you don't have control over the way that your body reacts to insulin, because you really you just don't know. You just don't have like the awareness. And you were probably raised by some people that just didn't have this information. If you're my age and you're in your 30s, your parents didn't have access to all the information that we have access to now on the internet. So they didn't know. You ate the way they ate, and they are built the way you're built. That's where I come from. I'm built the way I'm built the way that my parents were built. For the most part, I've been able to lose weight and do things that they'll never probably be able to do. But but for the most part, the majority of my life, I was a thicker, heavier, overweight kid. And that's what my parents were. My parents were overweight. My father, suffered a heart attack in his 40s. My mom has been overweight the majority of her life. I mean, it's just been a struggle, but that's been my life. So the reason why I say this is for you to change the way you think. Especially if you eat for emotional reasons. That was probably something that you grew up doing, and you obviously, endomorphs are obviously big eaters a lot of the time. They eat too much. And even if you don't eat too much, you eat too much of the wrong foods. So looking at that, you have to take the time to focus on what it is that you want in your life. Do you want this physique? Do you want to look this certain way? Because if you want to look this certain way, then you're going to have to dig down deep and find levels of, attention and focus that you've probably never had before in the area of caloric intake, macronutrient counting, timed meals, timed carbohydrate intake, the correct workouts, the timing of certain workouts, when is it the right time to do cardio, what days is it the right days to do cardio. I mean, all these different things to get to this body that you want and maintain it. And all I want everyone to continue to understand as I pump out these videos and I talk about this on a daily basis is you need people around you to help you stay, 100% focused, like laser pinpoint focus on your goals. Because the minute that you start to wither in that area, life is gonna get much more difficult, and it's gonna be you spinning your wheels and you doing the same old things and getting the same results that you've been getting, which is usually nothing or weight gain. I cannot stress to you enough that, as I say in my other videos in the past, you have to be writing down your goals. You have to be writing down all of your foods. You have to become basically like a computer where everything is filed, everything is tracked, everything it leads towards you having the information that you need to write down trends and analyze data to be able to flow into this like perfect lifestyle for the way you want your body to look. And it's gonna take time, because as I said in the beginning, you have lived like this your entire life. It's your culture, it's the way you are, it's your nature. You know, especially with the emotional eating, that's something that you have to get under control. If you're an emotional eater for any reason, happy, sad, whatever, you have to get that stuff under control, because we eat certain types of food based on the way that we feel, especially endomorphs. Especially endomorphs. Been there, done that, know that. So I'm not gonna keep you long today, but you know, do your research. You know, find ways that are the easier ways to jot things down and write things down and keep track of everything. You know, that's what's going to help you have success in this journey, because that's exactly what it is. It's a journey. It's not happening overnight. It's not happening overnight. Are there people that have great success and lose weight that are endomorphs? Yes. It's harder to keep that weight off though. And if you're doing it in a quick, fast manner, you know, just, oh, I got the weight off in, you know, a few months, it's probably not sustainable. You're probably gonna put the weight back on, because the means that you used, the system that you used, the type of diet or type of lifestyle was a radical approach, and it wasn't one of sustainability. And Endomorph has to find the right way for them to have a sustainable lifestyle, and it's always going to be this, you know, macronutrient timing, cardiovascular exercise all the time. Minimum is walking, and that's 6 days a week. I've done this. If you're an endomorph and you're not running sprints, or you're not doing some kind of high intensity interval training or lifting weights for cardio, high repetitions with a, you know, a heavy enough weight, you know, for high, you know, like a hypertrophy style exercising, and you're an endomorph, it's gonna be very difficult for you to maintain a lean body. Very difficult. And you know, the carbohydrates, that's got to be totally under control. Late night carbohydrates is a thing of the past. You can't do it. You're gonna spike your insulin. When you're supposed to be burning fat overnight, your body's gonna be spiked, your insulin's gonna be spiked, your body's gonna be, your body's gonna be releasing insulin like crazy, and you're gonna be, all the food that you ate is gonna be getting burned, or all the food that you're gonna be, that you ate during the day is gonna be getting stored as fat, and the time that you could be burning fat overnight, if you would have ate leafy green vegetables, you know, 6 hours before going to bed, 7 hours before going to bed, if you would have just been eating leafy green vegetables, you'd be burning fat overnight. So that's just some ideas. You know, I don't think this is easy. That's why I make these videos. These videos are just as much for the watcher as they are for me. I need help. I need, you know, people around me that can help me stay focused. I need to focus every day. This is a journey for everyone involved. It's a journey for me. You know, I put on weight when I bulked, just months, you know. Summer, I was way smaller than I am now, but I wanted to bulk. I wanted to get strength back on. I hadn't lifted weights in years. I feel better. My back and everything feels better since I started these rehab programs. I felt like crap when I was lighter, and I was not lifting weights because of whatever. I don't know. But I took on these rehab ideas. I put on weight because of them. You know, fine. I feel better, but I want to get back lean again. And as an endomorph, it's going to be difficult for me to do that and do the training that I'm doing right now. So everything's a process, folks. Let's all grow together. Let's all get there together. Let's all help each other. Let's, you know, be an oak in each other's lives, and be a person that wants to spread positivity. You know, all these things, you know, come back to you in the form of good health, positivity, you know, helping people, giving to people, seeing people that need your help and offering assistance, giving them ideas that can help them become healthier. Happy Friday.